We back again, man. How y'all doing? You feel me? How y'all feeling? Y'all see what we got here today, man. You got another interrogation video. I'm telling you, man. Look how she look, man. We know it's gonna be a good one. Look how she sitting. Look how she sitting, man. That lady look crazy, don't she? Man, let's get into this video, man. Hope you had y'all a good day, man.
Have you ever seen a suspect laugh at a detective's joke, only to realize they shouldn't be laughing because they are facing murder charges?
Mm-hmm. Everything inside the purse is yours. That's not his purse.
No.
Okay. No. You never know. It's 2020.
Yeah, right.
You're going to jail.
The firearm is his.
She about to laugh her way into a cell.
Yeah, it belonged to him.
Oh no! You seen? Oh no! Look at the switch up she did. It belongs to him. It belongs to him. That motherfucker crazy. Let me try to see that again. Let me try to see that one more time.
But the firearm is
Hearing that from you. Yeah, it belonged to him.
You see that switch up? Just like that. Crazy.
Back in early 2020, Amber Rose was taken into custody. The police believe...
Amber? Come on, I don't remember Amber Rose looking like that now. Come on now. Last time I checked, Amber Rose had a fresh cut. You feel me? A little hot taper. You feel me? Little skis, little waves. That's the last time I remember Amber Rose.
She shot the man she was living with and then used a knife on his throat. Despite his wounds, the man ran out of the apartment they shared and collapsed in front of a local nightclub right down the street. Amber had been chasing him, and when she reached him, she used the knife a second time on his throat.
Whoa!
It's up to you. Like I said,
that motherfucker crazy. I'm scared of her.
You made statements about him doing stuff to you. I told you, as far as I understand, you were a victim. I was trying to find out more about that. So if you'd like to talk about that without an attorney present, that's up to you. You just have to let me know.
I can do that.
Okay. All right. So, broad and general question: what happened? Take a deep breath.
It's about to get real.
Last night was a culmination of things that had been going on for the past week and month or so.
Okay.
I remember doing a census bureau with Blake in January while I was living there.
Okay.
And I'd been there since January, and Blake had been progressively more aggressive towards me. He would make abusive statements. He would hold me by the wrists and shake me around. He spit in my face yesterday.
Oh, llama spit.
Also have these angry fits of rage where he would start breaking things and throwing things around. And he even put a bunch of scratches on my guitar.
Okay.
So he just has he had anger problems, and he abused.
Hey, why her hair look like this? Her hair look buff as hell. Why I look like that? I'm tripping. I'm sitting trying to listen, but I just can't get off her head.
Used methamphetamine constantly.
She got that Boosie John.
He also dabbled in fentanyl. He was a daily drunkard, and he kept complaining about how he didn't have his girlfriend or how she left him for someone else. And when he met me, he coaxed me into living with him because he wasn't going to be able to pay all of his rent on his own. Okay. And then he told me that
should have been the biggest red flag right there. I mean, you don't force somebody to live with you because you feel like you can't pay your rent. You a man. Now, if you got you a rider, you feel me, y'all agree on going 50-50 on them bills, then so be it. I don't care about all this new generation social media stuff. Social media stuff. I don't get it, man. You feel me? If y'all got you, you feel me? When you're in a relationship, it's supposed to be a team. It's whatever works for the couple, of course. You feel me? If y'all in a relationship and you feel me, the girl pay most of the bills and the dude do this and the dude pay most of the bills and the girl. If that's what's work with y'all, that's what's work with y'all, man. You feel me? It's whatever works for the couple. If you got your nice partner, y'all able to go half on the bills and 60-40, 50-50, that's cool. But you don't force nobody to move in. Oh yeah, I can't pay my rent, so you gotta come move with me. You a bum. Come on now. I ain't no real man.
His house, and that he wanted me to leave or something, and I told him I didn't have a place to go, because all of a sudden last night he was tripping LSD. He just like, I don't do drugs and I'm sober, so I went to rehab. I used to be like an alcoholic, and then I moved back down here, did the program, and now I'm okay. Good. So thanks. What had to happen yesterday is something that I'd been taught when I was young. You know, like I grew up around a family of police officers. I just learned that if somebody is pointing a firearm at you, you're supposed to grab their hand or grab the gun and then knock the other one away.
Don't do that. You're gonna get sent right upstairs. Don't do that. Do not listen to this young lady right here. You will get sent upstairs. If you're not trained in stuff like that, you will get sent upstairs. You will get smoked. Don't even do it. Just wait till you got a better opportunity. Do not do this goofy stuff right here. You will get sent right up that way. Quick! Faster than you think.
So that's what I tried to do, and I ended up grabbing the gun and knocking his hand away, and I turned it around and I fired, because he had cocked it and everything. I was not going to, like, it was my life or it was his life. He was threatening to kill me. Did he die? No.
As far as I know, I haven't gotten that update yet. Okay.
So, and then last night he decided to buy LSD and was acting nutso. He brought it over to me and he was talking to me and he said something like, God, I can't even remember what he said.
Stop lying, you know what he did.
My gun is what he was asking me.
And he had it in his possession?
Yeah, and I was laying down asleep. It's like, do you have my gun? Do you have my gun? He was just being annoying. And I was like, what do you mean, do I have your gun? And he was pointing it at me at this point. It was like sideways. And so I grabbed it and I pushed his hand away. I grabbed it again and I let loose.
Now why, if he's just asking you at this point, do you have my gun, was he on drugs at that point?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So what made you grab the gun?
The fact that he was pointing it at me and his finger was on the trigger.
Why does he ask you, do you have his gun if the gun is in his hand? Come on now, who she think she fooling?
Did he say anything to you other than, do you know where my gun is?
He kept asking to have sex with me.
Wow.
And I kept refusing because we were just friends. And
I wouldn't touch that. He ain't asked to have sex with you.
Not compatible with
Ew.
And
when you say status, what do you mean?
Like, I can't have sex with someone who's like looking for unprotected sex.
Gotcha.
So I'm not.
Have you guys ever had sex?
He's taken advantage of me a few times.
Okay.
And I just live there, so.
Amber claims she had been living with her victim because she had nowhere else to go. She also claims he would take advantage of her on multiple occasions. The detective listens to Amber's story, but is more concerned with how she managed to shoot him with his own gun.
I hired an AI personal assistant to do literally everything for me.
This ain't making sense. We about to figure it out right now.
Just show me pretending this is a firearm. This is so flat. It's not even close to a firearm. But
it's almost as flat as the one that he had.
Okay, just kind of show me how he had it.
Like this. And I was laying on the couch here.
Okay.
And you go like this.
So this is the barrel pointing towards you, as if I'm you and you're on the couch and he had it? And his finger was on the trigger? Okay, and then...
It's like bouncing around.
Okay, and then say I have it, and I'm you, and I have it bouncing around here. What did you do? You have the permission to touch me. And if you hurt me, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm just putting that out there.
Something like that. Like I pulled this up, and I pushed his arm back.
Okay.
Just really quickly, though, like with my palm.
So did he have two hands on it?
I just can't get over her head, man. The whole video, I'm looking at her head. Like, look at that motherfucker. She got a boat. Man, I'm telling you, man, she got a little hook. I'm telling that motherfucker hooked. Alright, goddamn. Alright, look at that.
No, he had one hand. It was like in his right hand.
So, okay. And because his finger was on the trigger, did he fire any shots at you at all? Or you were just able to manipulate the gun and get it away from him?
You lying.
I gotcha. And then what?
Just instinctually just fire. Like, grab it like this, turn it around, and fire.
Okay.
With both of my hands, like cupping the
Okay. And why did you fire?
I felt like he was going to kill me. I had no way out of there. I had no way out of there.
And when you say no way, what does that mean?
I didn't know if I could run or hide. It was just completely instinctual.
Right.
I really hope that that's okay by standard of officers, because I wasn't on any drugs. I was just so scared for my life that I felt like if I didn't shoot the man, he was going to kill me.
Okay. Where'd you shoot him on his body?
I think I shot him in his face.
Wow.
And why there?
He was just there, like in front of me, he was smothering me.
Okay.
She tried to go for the dome.
Was, like within my arm's reach, there was this much of him.
I gotcha.
So that I couldn't even see his chest because he was up against the couch. But the weird thing is that I thought I didn't shoot him.
Why?
He like moved around and he was like, oh, I'm bleeding. And then he came up to like get me, and then that's when I cut him, because at that point I reached into my pocket, and I got my knife and I cut him. Okay. And then he opened the door, because at this point it wasn't open yet. Okay. And then he got outside.
What wasn't open yet?
The cut. Okay. He got outside and then he started screaming and saying like, help me, and then the other guard showed up and he was like threatening me. He kicked me, that guard that called the police. Like they were being aggressive towards me too, and they thought that I was just some prostitute.
I gotcha.
And
so as he's crawling outside, what's going on in this moment? Are you behind him or are you in front of him?
I was behind him and I was like trying to like get him back inside. That way there wasn't like some scene. Like I really didn't want to deal with people outside. Okay. So once he got outside, he was up, you know? So he slammed against the door, he was up, and he opens the door and he goes outside and he starts running, and then once he gets across the street, I see him pull his head up like this, or maybe his head falls, and then he like walks and sits down over by the guard, and he's like, oh, help me, and the guard's like starting to laugh, you know, and then the guard kicks me, and they're cursing at me, and so I just go back into the place, and I get the keys.
See, now that's where I have to ask you a question, because we had 4 witnesses on scene that said they saw you go up to him and his throat. So what happened with that? Was he doing something that made you perform that action, or what happened with that?
He just kept grabbing at me, and he was like trying to like get me to like I don't know, like be brought down to his level. Okay. No. Okay, and then what? I don't recall like doing much more than poking him with the knife by the time he was over there.
By the time he was over where?
Over by like all the public place. I wouldn't really.
So after he left out the front door?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we have 4 witnesses that identified you. Okay, understand what I'm saying? And they said that once you approached him, you mentioned you're gonna die. You've had this coming to you. Something like that.
Oh yeah, take her. Yeah, she crazy.
Pulled his head back.
I can see it in her eyes.
On his throat.
I didn't pull his head back, and I think that those people are like coming up with a cohesive story to make me look bad.
And why do you think that? Why would they be after you? Why would they have any interest in you?
I have no idea. Honestly, I do know that some of my photos have been released online. I think that those like immigrants without jobs would be like just okay with laughing at someone who has to go to jail because
I didn't get that vibe from them.
Like, who are you? Alright, come on now. Who are you? Not the real Amber Rose. We know this already. Come on now. You look nothing like her. So why don't they be laughing at you to go to jail like you just somebody famous? Like, who are you?
Okay,
I didn't get that vibe from them.
I get that vibe from them because they constantly like stare at me while I'm walking into the door. They're like, my pictures have been released on the dark web. I know that those people are all over the dark web. I don't know if you've seen the deeper dark web.
I have not. I'm not even familiar.
Okay, me really, I'm not so much either. But if you ask one of the guys around here, ask them if they've seen me on the internet, they'll probably say yes.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that might have been another problem for Blake.
Okay. Now, aside from that, I still want to get back.
He was still threatening me.
Okay, so that's what I want to get into. Is that how he ended up? Because he has it on his neck. Okay, and they saw you literally leaving within seconds behind him, following him, and they identified you, which is how we knew it was you.
I just couldn't let him just stay like that. You know, I was like, I felt bad.
Amber wants the detective to know that she is the victim. She claims that even the witnesses who saw what she did are lying about what they saw because everyone is out to get her. As the interrogation plays out, Amber becomes more and more unhinged as she realizes she may never go home.
When he approached me, that all happened, and then he sat back, and then he got up. So if that doesn't tell you the kind of rage that he was experiencing...
It could also be adrenaline. It could be something totally separate from rage.
No, it was scary rage. He was like screaming on the trip, and he was like, "You're ruining this for me, ah!" And I was just like, I don't understand what I did wrong. Like, I was just laying on the couch, I'm trying to go to sleep, I'm trying to look cute, you know, like with your little like bear blanket or whatever. And
despite claiming that her victim would take advantage of her continuously, Amber just admitted to trying to look cute for him right before the shooting took place.
And he just kept like talking about the music and stuff, and like there was a shouting match, but it was about the music. And then he started to like screw around with me after he woke me up.
Screw around with you how?
As in like with the gun in my face. And he had done that with like other like knives and stuff, tools, the ones that I was carrying. And he also has a small knife that he was doing it with. And he kept doing that to me. He kept like holding it against me.
That night, or just the buildup of? The
buildup of.
Understood.
Which may explain my erratic behavior in choosing to cut him. You know.
So now, once he's on the ground after he's shot, then what?
He gets up, he opens the door, he runs outside.
But I thought you said you stabbed him again before he ran out.
I didn't stab him, I cut him.
Okay, so you cut him before he ran out.
Yeah, opens the door, walks outside, and starts complaining to the guard, you know, for like asking him for help.
And then at what point did he get this cut?
That was just a larger one after I followed him. And
but why that one?
What should I say?
What should you say? Of course, yeah. Why that cut?
Like she's caught.
Trying to send a statement to him?
No. There was no statement or anything.
What should I say?
Whatever it took.
What? Like, what you mean? What should you say? Nothing at this point. Like, come on, now you're lying.
Okay, because now what I'm understanding is he's trying to separate himself from you and go and get help, and you're following behind him with the knife.
No, I didn't do that. I definitely sent him out there with a cut. I didn't follow him and then like him throat to throat, like I mean ear to ear. That was just what existed. But if those people all decide,
saying,
no, if they decide
to him and
group together, I didn't.
Oh, she grabbed the boat. She ruined the boat.
His throat.
No, I did not do that.
Now, once we get these videos, what are they going to say? Because we have videos all up and down that street. We're just working on the landlord to give us videos for that area. I just want to make sure that everything that you're telling me is going to match what that video says.
Okay, so
that's what I'm making sure.
Would I be in trouble if that was the case?
Just tell me the truth. That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
I'm so sorry. Yes, I wanted him dead at that point because he had threatened to kill me. And
yeah, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. Not only did you just lie, you just confessed it. You feel me? Trying to kill him. You're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? She thinks you're doing the right thing, but just tell the truth. Okay, yes. I just want him dead because he tried to kill me. You're going to jail. Understand that, young lady? You just lied about not cutting him or not chasing him, but then you just talk about some. Yes, I did it because I wanted to kill him. You're going to jail. Take her to jail. She crazy.
And so I was running on adrenaline.
I could imagine.
And that was just not. It wasn't okay, and it wasn't okay to do in public. But I didn't pull his head back or anything.
So how did you do it? Like,
well, the same way that you would normally do it.
I haven't.
Like what? What you mean the same way you would normally do it? You experiencing this? You did it before? Talk about the same way you would normally do it. How do you normally cut somebody's throat?
So that's what I'm asking.
Like, come on now. We're not experienced in this. This is your job.
I haven't done this ever before. And I just slid the blade across the skin.
Were you in front of him or behind him?
I was beside him.
So on the side of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I rushed over and I went like that. And it was really small and quick.
Okay.
Because I'm just afraid of him.
Okay. Now,
as soon as Amber is told she was caught on camera, she immediately begins telling some of the truth. As she explains why she attacked an injured man who was trying to run away from her, she continues playing the victim card.
Where are the cameras located?
On 1st Avenue, South Dixie, and on J Street.
So...
And the 2 businesses that are on the side, 32 Dixie and 24 Dixie.
Yeah, because I tried to ask for help at one of the bars.
Then what happened?
Someone kicked me.
Why she keep saying somebody kicked her? I would have kicked you too. Look how you look. I would have kicked you right in your I would have kicked you too. Like what?
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Like,
that's why I'm saying that I think that those people just made that stuff up.
Okay. Did you have blood on you? Did you have a knife in your hand or anything like that?
I had some blood on me, yeah.
Okay. Maybe they were just afraid, and I don't know. People do weird things in weird situations.
I would have kicked you right in your face.
Everybody there knew each other, and like I don't think that.
Then kicked you again.
He did like try to basically like grab me again or like push me again, which got me to be aggressive. But my details are fuzzy from what happened after I shot him.
So let me ask you this.
I have PTSD, so I don't really know what exactly happened.
Sure.
But I knew that those people just thought that I was some prostitute or whatever, and that they wanted Blake to be my pimp or something.
What is she talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, we getting beside the topic here. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, because that's okay. When I lived in Orlando at college, that was the whole like motif of.
Like, come on now, you're talking about something completely different. You ever talk to somebody, you ask them like, oh yo, like how you get, who did your hair? Like, where you get that done from? They get I just bought these new pair of J's last week. You feel me? It was like $250, and I got me a PS5. What about the haircut? That's the type of stuff she on right now. Like, what? She talking about something completely different. We don't care about you going to college.
Everything
You're a murderer.
about me without my knowledge online.
When you say publish, are you referring to the?
Yes.
Okay.
And we don't even know that if she killed her boyfriend now. So let me not say that.
So I think Blake just wanted to take that guy's spot, and they kept calling him a pimp. And so whoever these people are, and Blake talked to the neighbors all the time, and so he's a huge ass kisser, and like he just like does that, and there's nothing wrong with it, but he'll like invite them in and like get screwed up with them, and like
screwed up how?
Like he'll just give them alcohol or drugs, or they'll give him drugs.
Have you ever witnessed him doing drugs?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you done drugs with him?
No.
You're lying. You lying. She like she's today. You feel me? She like she. She like she snorted a line today before she got up in there.
No.
Okay.
The detective asks Amber to stand up and reenact how she attacked her victim while he was lying in front of the nightclub. The detective also wants to know why she tried to flee the scene if she is a victim.
Now I know what medical students say about anatomy. That it's almost as bad.
He was about this tall.
Okay.
And so I had my knife and I just went like this.
Oh yeah.
And I, like,
take her to jail.
And I was trying to get away from him.
Okay.
And then the like corner parking lot guard started screaming
and kicked you in your face.
He said, "Get the f*** away from me, bitch!" And like all this like disgusting language.
I would have done the same thing, and I would have kicked you.
And then some other guy.
You tried to run away, and I would have tripped you.
Like I don't know what they were running over there, ballet, or maybe they were doing a drug deal. Like I don't know.
Okay.
But like he kicked me. And then that's when I went to the bamboo room for help. And
now, why didn't you stay on scene if you were trying to get help? Why leave in Harlem?
I just couldn't stay. I thought that I was going to be blamed for something because all those people, like with all the witnesses,
you're going to be blamed for something. You are
trying to group their story and glue it together. I don't trust that.
After attacking her victim a second time, Amber attempted to dispose of the knife and then drive away from the crime scene. Her excuse is she was worried the police would think she had done something wrong. The only issue is, Amber left her ID at the crime scene.
Knew that if I showed it back on scene, somebody would call or I would go to the police station. I plan on getting my stuff, giving it to my dad, putting the car back and leaving, and then calling about this. That's what I plan on doing because I didn't want my address and my name took. But then when I got back to the scene, I noticed my driver's license was missing. Right. I'm assuming you all collected that.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yes, we did. That's how we were also able to identify you.
Right.
Okay, so,
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Will I be released from here to go talk to my dad and get home?
It's possible.
Okay.
I have to figure that out.
Okay.
Once we're done here.
She's lying. You're going to jail.
I have to talk to one more person,
okay.
and then I'll keep it straight up with you, and then we'll talk from there. You know, but
Does not look like you going home.
The detective is about to joke with Amber about her purse. Watch how she laughs with the detective and quickly realizes she shouldn't be laughing. The change from happy to sad is almost instant.
None of that stuff belongs to you. That's besides the knives.
The knives belong to me, the lighter, the gun.
What about the purse?
The purse is mine.
And the phone and all that stuff, yeah. Everything inside the purse is yours. That's not his purse.
No.
Okay.
No.
You never know, it's 2020.
Yeah, right.
But the firearm is
hearing that from you.
Whoa! Yeah. Wow! What she mean hearing that from you? Okay. I'll see where this is going. She out here judging folks. You feel me?
I belong to him.
We gotta hear that. I gotta hear that one more time. Hold on.
Yeah, it belonged to him. That's from you.
20.
Yeah.
But the firearm is
hearing that from you.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it belonged to him.
It belongs to him. Yeah, they go to.
It belonged to me, but I told him no. I wish it was mine. That's what I'm saying. That's a stupid joke. It's just like a safety thing. But if I need to be called on as a witness or something, I understand. But really, I think it's clear that Blake had tried to threaten me, and I had to take action to just get him done.
DOA.
Okay. And when you say done, what do you mean by that?
Just
dead.
Away,
no more.
Dead?
Away.
Okay.
I didn't do anything crazy or like a terrorist, like pulling his head back and like doing some kind of show. Like I ran the blade quickly over skin.
The second time?
Both times.
So he did attack you in the house is what you're saying?
Yes.
Because you literally just said he didn't attack you. I don't know if you were just talking faster than what you said.
I didn't say that.
Okay. So he attacked you in the house?
Yes.
Okay, and then he left outside and you followed him, you were within a yard of him, and you cut him again?
No.
Oh yeah, she's capping.
I'm not going to agree to that kind of statement.
But you literally just said that.
My brain had been, no, I did not.
You said
no,
that
I said that my mind was fuzzy.
Okay, but
I'm not changing the story.
You don't have to change the story. I don't want you to change the story.
What I'm saying
I want you to keep the truth as to what happened. You did mention to me many times that you came up to him and you thought it was done already, and you thought that people had seen.
Even though I thought that they had already realized, by that point, that it wouldn't have mattered if I took the blade to him again.
Okay.
So that's why
because there was already a cut there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I was just like, I'm just making sure,
Tell me the truth. Making sure what? That you want him dead.
He was going to kill me.
Answer the question. It's okay.
It's not okay. Don't do it.
It is. It's okay.
Look out, she looking. She. Oh my gosh. I'm going to jail. She's on me. She's on me. Look how she. Like, relax. Look.
It's okay. You're here. You're safe now.
I understand.
Okay, I just need to know what it is that you were thinking at that time and what you were feeling at that time.
Well, now you know, because what I was thinking was that this man is unsafe and he's going to hurt either me or somebody else.
Okay.
And then what I was feeling was upset, sad, and just scared.
Understood.
Yeah, go ahead and sip that Gatorade.
I'm just like suffering from some digestive complications.
What?
The detective leaves the room after being
told
that
that bottle looked way bigger
until she picked it up. Happened. Meanwhile, Amber notices a camera in the room, so she uses her hair to cover her face. When the detective returns, the victim's statement is read to Amber.
The fact that he said that he was laying on the couch when he asked you where his gun was and you told him he didn't need the gun again. Now, did you have the gun in your purse originally? Where was the gun originally?
On top of the shelf.
Now, He said he last remembered your hand being inside the purse, and you were pulling away, and that's when he remembered getting shot.
I pulled it from him and I shot him. That's absurd. My purse is so small.
I mean, I saw the gun. The gun is also so small. You know what I mean?
It just wouldn't fit in there.
Now, he then said he ran out, crawled across the road, and at one point, you jumped on his back and then his throat.
I didn't.
Do you remember that?
No.
You don't
I didn't
remember
jump
that?
on his back or anything.
She was trying to get that man out of there. She trying to send him upstairs.
Why would he be lying about this?
I don't know. Probably to cover it up. He was on drugs. He was seriously up. That's just wrong.
So you're saying everything
that man
he's
didn't
saying,
die.
nothing is the truth?
Going with the... No, nothing. Besides the fact that he crawled across the street.
That's the only thing in here that's the truth.
Yeah. He wasn't even sitting or laying on the couch. I was laying on the couch.
A lot of times, if people are truly victims and scared, sure, sometimes they separate themselves. But if they do come back to the scene, they're seeking help. You know what I mean? You're doing things outside of that. You're taking off your clothes. You're changing your quote-unquote appearance. And, well...
No, I didn't change my appearance. I felt gross. I was, like, grossed out. I didn't want to be there anymore. I suffer from trauma. I've been through a lot of like therapy. I'm like a small girl that's been abused her whole life.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay. I don't have this kind of like, I don't know, like mental mannerism of like trying to cover up a crime. I was scared for my life because that man had been aggressive for the past like 2 months that I've known him. I don't understand the kind of social construct. Like I'm kind of autistic. Like I seriously.
No, what?
I don't know.
Come on, man. She's saying whatever. Like what you? I'm kind of autistic.
All I know is that like you're supposed to be taking care of me, and instead of doing that.
How you kind of autistic? So you mean you have done? Like, come on now.
Stuff like breaking aerosol cans inside of a house.
I remember you saying that.
It appears that Amber does not understand the gravity of the situation she is in. She expects to go home after the interview, but the detective is about to let her know what will actually happen.
So I have to be held here? So I can't leave today?
No, not right now.
Why
You're not going.
It was a possibility before.
Because it was a possibility, because I still need to find out.
Okay.
Alright. So it still is a possibility, I still need to find out. So once I find out, I'll let you know.
You're not going home, young lady.
You understand?
You're going to jail.
Some calls.
So
I want to make sure. Yeah.
What are the outcomes of this?
Outcomes of what?
What if I don't get taken to court? How would that have happened?
If you don't get taken to court? What do you mean?
How do I avoid court? What's the sequence of action that needs to happen for me not to be called into court about any of this?
Well, you would have to be found not guilty of any charges. Okay, and that's how you avoid court.
What charges?
Well, what you're facing is attempted first-degree murder. That's what you're facing. So that's why I need to find out what his injuries are, his status, what the doctors are thinking, and get with them and find out what the outcome is. I have your statement. He was interviewed at the hospital, like I mentioned to you. I'm waiting on the doctors, and I have witnesses, and I'm still waiting to get the video. Okay? Independent of the video, independent of the witness statements, that scene says a lot inside the house. You saw how we were in there, and we ransacked everything. We documented everything, we swabbed everything, we did our job. Okay? So now it's just a matter of waiting to see what the doctor says, and then I'll let you know what's going on. I want to get some... Your eyes red? Close your...
Oh, it's my mask.
Oh, okay.
The detective leaves the room, and Amber decides it's a good time to fix her hair and have a good laugh.
What's going on? She laughing? Oh, that's a crazy young girl. She did it. Oh yeah. Yeah. And she ain't got on no shoes. Where your socks at? You disgust me.
The detective re-enters the room carrying a prop handgun used for demonstrations. The goal here is to get Amber to reenact the shooting, to see how likely it was she took the gun from her victim.
I tried to find a tall person. Okay, I'm not that tall, but you said he was taller than you, so I just wanted to see, while you were in the house, how it actually happened.
And I was like kind of comfortable in my sleep, but he came over to me and he started like asking me questions. And so he had the gun with his finger in the trigger, and he was just holding it sideways, other way, really low, like at his hip, just like kind of hanging around with it. And I was laying down and he was standing, so I would be like right here, the futon's really low. And so he started to kneel down and he started doing that to, like around this area of my body. And that's when I just decided that I would do something like this to get things out of his hand. And I turned the gun around. I kind of scratched him, but I didn't want to scratch you. So I grabbed the gun like this, and I just kind of hunkered up and pulled. And so I think it just landed wherever it landed, because he was that close to me.
Wait, hold on, let's run this back.
But I didn't want to scratch. And
look how she got that gun, like.
And that's when
hold on, we're gonna pause it.
That I would do something.
How did she got that gun like that and it didn't go off? If the gun was loaded, it hit her. That man got that hand on that trigger, and the way she pulled that gun should have went off. If the dude really had the gun in his hand and she pulled it like that, she should have been shot. I don't believe her.
Something like this.
I already didn't believe you. You don't look like somebody I would trust.
I turned the gun around. I kind of scratched him, but I didn't want to scratch you. So I grabbed the gun like this, and I just kind of hunkered up and pulled.
Stop lying.
And so I think it just landed wherever it landed, because he was that close to me every time. Okay, Austria.
Alright. Knife. Right? Just put it in your back pocket. I don't want it to bleed. Now, demonstrate to me. I'm sorry, I'm visual. Anal retentive.
Look at this thing. He about ugly as hell. Look how, why he built like that? Come on now. My man built like the letter P or something. He nasty with it. Now, like, how does one achieve this build? Just nasty. Look at him. Ooh, he out of shape.
I'm still here.
We're still inside?
Yeah, we're still inside.
Skinny at the bottom, big at the top.
I just pulled the trigger.
My man built like a vanilla ice cream cone. A half melted one.
Back.
Oh, sorry.
He got a little torso, big body. No, he got a little torso, long legs.
And you're like on the floor. You're okay. And then at this point, you are like still angry, and you get up and you come towards me, and I'm laying like this. And at this point, I've got like I just put my leg out, and you put your hands on me to send me back. I'm like kind of halfway folded. I can't really do it right now. I have that correction, but yeah. And then that's when I took this out and just quickly slashed him across the throat. I know that looked sideways, but I drug the knife across.
Okay.
So, or was it this way? Oh yeah. I leave my knife in my back pocket like this.
Okay.
So I just went like that.
Okay. Let's see, I think that's about it. Okay. Oh, you have my one.
I do.
Okay. Alright, give me 1 minute. Let me get you another one. If you need to use the restroom, let me
Yeah, I'd like to use the restroom.
If I can find pants, would that be okay? I mean, it's kind of weird.
Pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't trust her, man. Look how she looks. She looked crazy. I ain't gonna lie. She definitely did it. You smelling yourself? Yeah, you stink. You ain't had a bath. You stink.
Finished? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I did speak with the doctor, and I mean, it's not looking good. He is not going to be able to see out of his eye again, which is considered a permanent disfigurement. And because of the cut being so close to the carotid artery, you're going to monitor him throughout the night. So with that being said, you're being charged with attempted first-degree murder.
What do I do?
What do you mean, what do you do? You're going
What did you do?
That's not how this sounded when I first got brought here.
That's not how it sounded, but you're going to jail. That's how it ended.
Your side of the story, and I said based on what I'm waiting for the doctor.
I keep telling you, but they get y'all in these rooms, they butter y'all up, and then you feel me, they break out the bad
So do I need a bondsman? And now I need to fight a case.
Now you need to, they'll let you make phone calls there. I don't know if you have somebody's phone number in mind, I can write it down so you can take it with you. But you get to make a phone call at the jail, and whoever you feel like calling, they could call a bondsman for you and bond you out, or... Alright, so we're going to bring you back to the cell back here. You're going to keep this with you. I'm going to put this in your property along with your jewelry. And then if you have any questions, let me know.
So when we get to court,
you do first appearance. I forgot you haven't been arrested before. So what happens is you're charged, which is not a conviction. Okay, it's just saying based on what the totality of the circumstances are, your statement, his statement, the witness statements, and what we have on scene for everything that we collected. These are the charges that I feel are appropriate based on everything that we spoke about and everything that I have. From there on, you go to the jail. They book you based on the charges that are listed, and then you get to make phone calls if you want to, and then you go to first appearance tomorrow morning. You see the judge speaks with you, and you get appointed a public defender if you choose.
Yeah, going to jail.
So,
Stop asking questions. Like, are you slow?
For attempted first-degree murder.
Like, she not even here with us right now. She went in Pluto. So, what? Like, she's not even here with us right now. Look how she looking.
About it, so yeah, she'll go, but
No, you have to.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is, it's just a charge. It's not a conviction. Okay? So you'll see the judge tomorrow. The judge will make contact with you, make contact with whoever your assigned attorney is.
She look crazy.
And what they'll have is what's called the probable cause affidavit. He'll review it and make contact with you or your PE at the state attorney's office. At court, first appearance tomorrow.
In the end, Amber would accept a plea deal for 20 years in prison in exchange for her guilty plea. What do you think about Amber's interrogation footage? Is she a danger to society? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.
What y'all think, man? She a danger to society? She seemed pretty dangerous to me. You feel me? Yeah, that's it for this video, man. Y'all stay tuned for all the upcoming videos and everything. Y'all keep rocking with me, man. Like always, man. I love all. I'm gonna get it to the next one.